Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Hello, everybody. Let me invite people on my Facebook. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. For those who are on Facebook, thank you for joining me. Um, this is me starting my empowerment moment clinic on Facebook every Wednesday. Give me a second. Let me do my little spiel here. Then I'll be good to go. Oh, that's awesome. Just bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. Bear with me. I am trying to invite people. Thank you for joining me. For those who are my replay viewers, I thank you for joining. My name is Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock, and many know me as your life strategist and your vision midwife because I help you to deliver in your vision and in dreams. So when you come on my Periscope, that is what you get. I help you to get your life, your home, your business, and everything that's in between it. That's what I do. And so every Wednesday, people come on my scope and we talk about empowerment clinic, and not only empowerment clinic, but how do you break the limits off of your life, off of situations in your life, your household? How do you break the limits off? So that's what we talk about. And so this morning I was on talking exactly about that. And so this afternoon I thought, well, I needed to come back and talk some more about the power within. So just bear with me as I invite more people. As you come in, I ask that you share. I ask that you comment. If you are on YouTube, I ask that you subscribe. So make sure you do all those things so that you're not left out. Let me see. Hey, Tessa, thank you for sharing. 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 All right, I'm just trying to do a lot here as I wait on people. I'm going to wait just for a few more minutes and then we're going to begin. Hey, Ramona, how are you, my dear? Thank you all for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's see. Tessa, Adrian, thank you. Ramona, thank you. Please invite people. Let me trans. Let me see if I can share this some more. Let me see if I can share this some more. Let's see. Thank you for the like and the thumbs up. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Look, I'm multitasking here. So I am on YouTube Live. I am on Facebook Live. I am on somebody else's live. Do you have lights off? The screen looks dark. It does. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what I should be doing here. If I go and touch something, oh, did it change? Did it change a little bit? Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? It looks kind of odd, really. All right. Thank you for saying that, Ramona. I didn't, I was trying to figure it out. So thank you for that. Well, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. So just bear with me. I want to do one more, and then I'm ready. For those who are on YouTube, I want to thank you for joining me. This is my first, or maybe perhaps my second on YouTube, but I'm trying to maximize everything here to do the best I can by multitasking. So if I do not see your comment, I'm sorry. I will check it later. Hey, Ramona Phillips, I see you. Tessa, I see you. Ramona Jones, I see you. As you're coming, please continue to share. I wanted to talk to you about something today. And what I wanted to share is about the power. I wanted to talk about the power. The power that lies within. How are you? The power that lies within us. And so before I share that, if you have not signed up for the 10 days prayer, 10 days break the chain prayers, you want to do that. And you want to do that today because the classes start on Monday. I think on the 15th. It starts on the 15th, which is perhaps maybe Monday. So if you're still kind of like trying to figure out should you or should you not do it, just do it. Just do it because you can never learn too much of prayers. You can never avail yourself too much of how to pray the right way, right? And today you might get this, but you never know what God is going to say to you at this event. You just never know. And so when it gets to prayers, it's important for us to really, really avail ourselves of that. Don't ever get too busy that you say, oh, I'm so busy, I can't do it. It's prayers. It's prayers because without those prayers, really, prayers is what gets you up on a daily basis. Prayers is what sets you on the path that you need to go. When I was interviewing Dr. Stephen Mansfield, he said something to me that was like, my goodness, it was powerful what he said to me. And somebody of his caliber that I know is always very, very busy. I mean, very, very busy. We started talking about prayers. We started talking about the power of prayers. By the way, to sign up, go to bit.ly/10 days break the cycle prayer course. bit.ly/10 days break the cycle prayer course. And so we began to talk, and we began to talk about just prayers. And it was kind of shocking well, maybe not necessarily shocking, but it was shocking when he told me, I said, what was the success of all of the books? I said, all of the books that he wrote I said, you were successful, not just successful physically, but you were successful financially with all of the books that you wrote. So I said to him, I said, what is your secret? What is your secret behind that? And he looked at me, right? And he said to me, the secret is every time I decide to write, I go in prayers for 1 hour. Are you hearing me? 1 hour before I start to write. I want us to sit on that for a second, right? He said to me, 1 hour. He said, I go 1 hour. And when he said that, that kind of encouraged me a little. He encouraged me like, wow. And I thought I was busy. I was always busy. And so when he says, hey, Florida, when he says, I always pray every day 1 hour. And he was specific about that 1 hour. He said, I pray 1 hour before I touch my book. Right, Linda? Ain't that something? And when he said that, that kind of convicted me a little bit, y'all. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know right now. It kind of, it encouraged me and it convicted me at the same time. If y'all know what I'm talking about. I was encouraged and I was convicted. And so when he said that to me, and then I said, hey, Letitia, wow, that is why he's successful. Makes sense, right, Ramona? That is why the man is successful. That is why when you see him, he's always at peace. He's always smiling. He's always looking and just like at peace. That is why he understands now what he needs to be doing and what he doesn't need to be doing. But many times, how many of us know, and I'm guilty of it too, that even before we get up or get out of the bed, our brain is already busy, right? We're in bed and our brain is going at a speed of light and we're still in bed. We just woke up and we lay down there and our brain has already woken up hours before we decide to get out of bed. And so by the time we get out of bed, we already have a whole lot of list of things we want to do in our brain. We already have it. And so because we have it, right, now we start to run around trying to figure out, make that dream, make that thing happen. And with him, he said, I wait, I pray before I move. Let me say that again. I wait, I pray before I move. And for somebody who's trying to tap the power that is within them, right, which is the title of this midday broadcast, the power within. For you to be able to tap that power, you have to wake up, wait, execute. Wake up, wait, execute. And after he shared that with me, I began to think to myself, well, who else do I have in my life that do things like that? Because here's the thing. You need proof. You need other people that are doing what you want to do that can support you when you are having a hard time doing it, right? Wait, pray, move, right? The power within. And then it dawned on me that there was a governor in Nigeria. I remember this governor several years ago. The king took myself and a lot of the Tennesseans that were with me, took us to his office just to go say hello. I remember us getting to the state office at around 9 o'clock. And I remember that people were coming out to tell us that the governor was inside, but that the governor never comes out until he finishes his prayer on a daily basis. And we sat there from like 9 to 10. And when it was like 10, he came out to talk to people. That was another example of a leader who does not go out, who does not do anything until he has communed with his Heavenly Father. Hey, Pastor Melvin, welcome. That is an example. And so for us, we have our jobs, we have our businesses, we have things to run, we have people, we have all these things, but yet we're too busy to do what is actually going to chart our course for that day. We're too busy to chart that course for ourselves, right, Letitia? And so it's important for us, if you're going to tap into the power that lies within you, you cannot tap into that power without prayers. You cannot tap into that power without spending time with the Heavenly Father. And when I talk about spending time with the Heavenly Father, I'm not talking about spending time on the run, right? How many of you do that? I do that. Spending time on the run. You're on the run and you're talking to the Father. That's good. That's good. But there are times you need to really settle yourself down and really, really sit down. And so now you have two leaders in different continents saying the same thing. Let me say that again. Two leaders, different continents, saying the same thing. You have a thought leader in the US here say, I give God 1 hour. I mean, 1 hour before I touch my pen. Now, that is something to aspire to right there. You have to be intentional, right? That is something to aspire right there. And then you have the governor who, I'm telling you, you have to go to Nigeria. The governor's office, it is not his office. His house is not his house. People hunt him down from like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. They have their mats in front of his house. And he ends up seeing them all day long and wake up a few hours and do it again. And yet, he was intentional. Okay, Linda. He was intentional. That's right, Letitia. About tapping into the power that is within him. He was intentional. Because here's the thing. If you are not intentional, there is everything under the moon that is getting ready to stop you. The minute you wake up, everything under the moon, the sun, the stars, their goal is to stop you. You're hearing me? The goal of the enemy is to stop you. So don't be surprised when you're still in bed and then something happens that will get you out of bed and get you out of the house and get you out of all the things you need to do. Don't be surprised. Because as you are sleeping, the enemy is strategizing. The enemy is watching you sleep and strategizing. And is strategizing how you are not going to get to where you say God told you to get to. The enemy is strategizing, trying to look around for people, right, Ramona? People who are going to align with him against you. Let me say that again. The enemy is strategizing, not only that, looking around for people that he can use who will align with him against you. And if that means your daughter, if that means your son, if that means your husband, if that means your wife, it doesn't really matter. The goal is to stop you. The goal is to distract you. The goal is to make sure that you do not tap into that power that is within you. Because if you dare to tap into the power that is within you, the sky will be your limit. If you dare to tap into that power. And so the enemy wakes up just when you wake up and make sure, his goal is to make sure, I'm not letting you see the daylight. I'm not letting you see daylight. And so for by pure God's grace, you see daylight and he said, okay, you slip through that, but I'm not letting you prosper. I'm not letting you know who is behind you, who is behind your success, who is behind your failure. I'm not letting you know that. I'm not going to allow you to see your dream makers. I'm going to cause you to take your dream dream breakers and turn them into your dream makers and turn your dream makers into your enemy. This is my role as your enemy. Welcome, Sassy. Hallelujah. This is the enemy's role for you. And so when you know that that is the role, it is important for you to understand the power of prayer in your life. Not only the power of prayer, war room prayer. Because let me tell you something. I know some of us just want to go into McDonald's, sit there, eat a little McDonald's, fast a little 1 hour, 2 hour, and we say, okay, demon, I got you now. But there are some demons that would need a lot of heavy dose beating down. Oh, Ramona, I see that. That's right. There are some, how many of you know that there are some demons that are just bull-faced that you're going to need to, like, sucker punch seriously. But it starts with you acknowledging who you are in God. Understand that the power that lies within you is greater than any power that you can imagine. Understand that you have the capacity to make a difference, not only in your own life, but in the life of others that are around you. You have to understand that Jesus paid the price already. The price for your sickness was paid already. Hey, Joe, I see you. It was paid already. Understand that the price for your poverty was paid already. Understand that the price of your lack of progress was paid already. Understand that. And when you understand that, now you can go into your war room and face the compartments in your war room with power that is within you. Now you can exercise that power and use that power as a bulldozer against those forces that are against your life. Thank you, Linda, for putting it there. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Bim. Thank you for joining. So it's important, hey, Letitia, it's very important for you to know now that every time you expose yourself to learning about prayers, you're learning more about yourself and you're learning more about the people around you. You're learning more about how to maneuver your way through all life's circumstances. Don't not ever get to a point where you are comfortable and you think you don't need training in prayer anymore. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Do not ever get to a place in your life where you feel, I've arrived now. I no longer need prayers or I no longer need training. Every day that I get to have my mentoring, right, for the last 3 to 4 years on a daily basis, I've been getting my mentoring. Yes, leader. I've been getting my mentoring from one of my spiritual fathers in Nigeria. Now, think about that. For the last 2 to 3 years, we've been calling each other on a daily basis. And through him, I have learned not only the power within me, but I've learned that there are just some prayers that you must learn to pray. Many of us right now, we have been successful in one area of our lives, and another area is just shut down, completely shut down. And some of us think that all it takes is for us to just say, Mamma Mia, ABC, and that's it. But if I were to be in a school, if I were to do anything, Prayer is one thing that we need to be in school for forever. Let me say that again. Tessa, prayer is what we need to be in school for forever. That's right. Prayer is strategic. Because just when you think you got this, God will show up in another way. Hey, Dr. Lindy. That's right. Just when you think I got this compartment, God will manifest in another way. And so for me, when I hear that there is a mini course somewhere, there's a prayer thing, I get involved because I do not know what God is going to say to me. And remember this now. The mini course we're talking about is break the cycle. Think about that. I want you to think about that. How many of you right now will say there is a cycle that I need to break in my life? I want to, by show of hands, say yes. Amen. Amen, Tessa. Say yes if you know that there is a cycle that you need to break in your life. I'm waiting. Yes. Yes. Maybe you're perfect. We're good. But you know what? Kudos to you if you're perfect. But I know I'm not perfect. So if you know that there is something in your life that you need to break, then why would you not take advantage of an opportunity that will allow you to learn about how to break that cycle? That is my question. Because you know, a lot of times if we don't break it down like that in our own head, we tend to stay in our head a lot if we don't break it. But it's important for you to know that even the school you're doing, even the running around, the business you're trying to put together, the school you are attending, the work you are doing, all these things you are doing, if you do not get the secret code to what you are doing, you are just running around like chicken without a head. How many of you know that? And so it's important for you that we need to know what trump what in our life. We need to know how to arrange things and prioritize things in our lives. We need to learn that. This is what these 10 days will do for you. 10 days will help you to see how to break the cycle. Some of us are in a cycle of complete poverty right now. AED, complete poverty. But yet, we won't do anything about it. Some of us is backwardness, never getting ahead of anybody. Yet, we won't do anything about it. Some of us are in a cycle of people abusing us, dropping us, picking us, dropping, picking, dropping, picking, and yet, we won't do anything about it. 10 days, break the cycle, prayer equals does it. While I'm here right now, I want you guys to go online. Those who have decided to do it, go online to Storyteller Bistro and sign up. Do something that is going to shake heaven on your behalf. Do something that is going to disrupt the plan of the enemy. Do something that's going to shake the enemy, because here's the thing. The enemy already know you. The enemy know that you don't lift a finger for nothing or nobody. Are you hearing me? The enemy already know that. Hi, Ellen, I see you. The enemy already know that about you. So why not decide today to do something opposite what the enemy is expecting of you? Right? Thank you, Linda. Why not? Why not decide to do something opposite? Because the enemy is expecting you to listen to this, do your ears like this, and tell yourself and convince yourself that you don't need it. That's the plan of the enemy, to convince you that you got all it takes where prayer is concerned. I don't. So I don't know about you all, but I don't. So for me, I'm ready to learn this weekend. I'm ready to learn from God what he wants to show. I'm ready because even I do not know, but I'm ready to learn. What does he have to say? What is he going to teach us this week? And so every day we're going to come together for 1 hour. Every day we come together for 1 hour, right? I'm hoping that I can do it at 12 noon for 10 days. Just do it at 12 noon, get it a day, come together at 1 hour, learn something about the agony and the disruption that the enemy has been doing in our lives. And then come together to battle whatever that thing is that is refusing to let you go. Whatever it is that's refusing to let you go. So if you have not signed up, go ahead and sign up now. Go ahead and sign up now. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Don't try to talk yourself out of it. Just go and do it. Just do it. It is an opportunity that's available to you right now. I remember one of my sisters, when I told my sister that I was charging $49, she looked at me and she said, "What are you doing?" And that's the truth. She looked at me and she said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And the truth is, those who are in my mastermind right now, I'm not going to tell them to charge 49. If they ever want to do something like that, I'm not going to tell them to charge 49. We are not selling prayers. Let me get it clear here. We are not selling prayers. Let me say it again. We are not selling prayers. Can I say it again? Prayers, because prayer is priceless. Priceless. Let me just say it again. Prayer is priceless. And what you are paying for is an opportunity to be with me so that I can help you maneuver your way through this course. That is what you're paying for, my time. Because my time is valuable. That's right, Ramona. And I need to start understanding that too now. The power within you begins to grow as you grow in your prayer life. Let me say that again. The power within you begin to grow as you grow in prayers. If you are one of those, thank you, Linda. If you are one of those that don't know how to pray well, your power is still there, but the light is like dim. You know how I started and this camera was a little bit dim? That's exactly what it is. It's dim. But as you begin to understand the kind of prayers that you need to pray, as you begin to hit it hard and do what you're supposed to do, right? It begins to shine. Your light begins to shine. Your power begins to grow. Your belief and your faith system begin to increase. And it increases in preparation for you to be able to take back what the enemy has stolen from you. So this weekend, we're going to learn how to take back your vision. We're going to learn how to take back your wealth. We're going to learn how to take back your destiny. We're going to learn how to take back the things that God has betrothed onto your life. We're going to learn how to take back, period. Yeah. So that That's right, learn how to flex your spiritual muscle. If you are planning on coming to Nashville, Tennessee, right, this will be a good one to prepare yourself for Nashville, Tennessee. If you are working on coming to Nashville, Tennessee, it will be a good one for you to just prepare yourself for Nashville, Tennessee. Not only will it be a good one for you, it will be one that would help you to really be able to pinpoint the kind of prayers you need when you get to Nashville. Because when you are able to pinpoint the kind of prayers you need, then when you come into a community where 3, 4, 5 people are there at the same time, and they say, can we pray for you? You know exactly what you're praying for. Thank you, Linda. Right? We're going to learn prayers against stagnancy. How many of you know that? I'm telling you, many people suffer from stagnancy, but the power that overrides your stagnancy is inside of you, but it can only be triggered, ignited, pushed out by prayers. And not just any kind of prayer, but effective prayer, selective prayer, intentional prayer, strategic prayer. Not just any kind of prayer. Strategic prayer. Strategic prayer. That's right. No more procrastination. Look, Linda, you know how I roll here. There are some of you right now, very few of you, yeah. You come in here and you say, oh yeah, I'm about to register. Yeah, I'm about to register. Stop it. Just go and register. Right? Because when you are on here, you say, oh, I'm on the website now registering, and you do not register, your integrity is on the line right there. Your integrity, what did I say? Your integrity is on the line right there. Learn targeted strategic prayers. So, be very careful with what you say. Right? Right, Ramona? Don't come on here and be saying, oh, you're on the website doing it now, and then 10 days later, I find that you didn't do it. That reminds me, Ramona Philip, check your account, because I didn't see what you said you did. Yeah, check it. I didn't see it. I think you probably did not confirm it, so you need to go back and redo it again. All right? Just don't be on here telling people, making people think that you're doing something that you're not doing. Right? When you lie, your integrity is on the line. Then you're telling me, oh my God, you're showing me why you got problems. You're showing me exactly why you got issues. Don't be saying, I just ordered it and you didn't order it, or I'm getting ready to order it and you never did it, or you're saying you're on the website and you're never on the website. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, that's what happened, Ramona. That's what happened, Ramona. You didn't confirm it, so you need to. That's right. God sees you. So quit fooling around with your life. Don't be risking your life for nothing. Quit fooling around with your life. And the truth is, when you look at the $49 divided by 2, many of you, by the end of this weekend, oh, you do okay. By the end of next weekend or this weekend, you will have eaten something that is worth that. That would have been 2 or 3 meals right there that you finish. Then add a few, right? What do you call it? Starbucks to it, and you're done. $49 cannot even feed 2 people, depending on where you go. If you have dinner for 2 people, he can't even feed 2 people. So why are you having such a hard time spending that on your life? Not even on yourself alone, but your life. Right? Okay, Ramona, I see you. So if you came to a program like this and you learn one thing that you never knew before, and I can guarantee you will. If you learn one thing that you never knew before, you just saved your life, save generations to come ahead of time. You just broke the curse off of your family and yourself. And now you're free to do what God has called you to do. Remember, Stephen Mansfield, 1 hour prayer. And there are some of us right now that we do pray. Some of us are on our knees for hours. And yet, if I came to your home to listen to what you're praying about, it's all rambling. You just ramble. Ramble, 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 ramble. Talk about this, touch it, drop it. Talk about this, touch it, drop it. And you ramble and you sit on your knees for 2 hours, 3 hours. Freedom, that's right. It's a new season of investing in yourself. Hallelujah. And you now get up out of 3 hours and people outside of your home is looking at you and say, oh my God, she prayed for 3 hours. She's on point, my. But the truth is, if I listen to what you are doing, you are all over the chart with your prayer. You were not intentional with your prayer. You were not strategic with your prayer. You're just going all over the place. You take this one, you drop it. You take that one, you drop it. You take this one, you drop it. The power that lies within you prayer can and will push it out. The power that you need to take back your vision. The power that you need to take back your child. That wayward child. The power that you need to override your sickness. The power that you need to take over from poverty. That power lies within you and it's not coming out of you outside of prayers. Outside of prayers. So the question now is, are you going to do right by yourself? Or are you going to still be playing around? Are you going to do right by yourself? Or are you going to be one of those that is fooling around? If you know that you can come, send somebody else, right? I mean, look at Dr. Lindy. She was sending 3 people to the retreat. Are you hearing me? Dr. Lindy was sending 3 people to retreat. And it wasn't because she had it like that. But she felt the unction that she needed. And because she did that, God opened the door for her to now come. She was sending people. But because she did that, God opened the door for her to now come herself. Right, Letitia? Right. So, I hope I've been able to talk to you some more about the course, because that's the main goal for coming on here this afternoon, to let you all know that don't play around with your life. Don't play around with your family's life while you're trying to nickel and dime yourself. All right. $49 is nothing. Nothing. That's like 2 or 3, well, 2 dinners right there. Right? So if you have been dealing with stagnancy, if you have been dealing with demotion, if you have been dealing with lack of progress, if you have been dealing with poverty plaguing your businesses, right? Ooh, Dr. Lindy's there. Praise God, Dr. Lindy. No, it's not. That's right. Cheap dinner. $49. That's a very cheap dinner. A Coke, right? A soda, a burger, fries, and $49 is over. It's over. If you're not careful, if you go on a dinner date with somebody with $49, you're gonna end up owing somebody if you're not careful. because that $49 will not even cover your tip, right? Let's take this and bless somebody else with it too. Bless somebody else. Can somebody put it out there? Storytellerbistro.com. 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 Register now. Don't waste time. This and bless somebody else. Right? Register now. Don't waste time. And then share this. Please share the video across the social media. Share your video across the social media too. The power that lies within you. God sees your heartache. God sees your hard work. God wants to recompense you. God wants to favor you. But you've got to position yourself in a place where he can favor you. And anytime you are in the presence of the Father, you experience favor. All right, Ramona. You experience favor every time. All right. July 27, thank you, Linda. July 27, get ready to attend a complimentary interview, book to film venture capitalist. And she's gonna walk us through how she gets to fund her projects and what kind of project does she fund. So this is not just for writers, it's not just for filmmakers, it's for business people, because a business person would have a story too. You have a brand story that you can look and see, can this be adapted into something? Hey, Ramona, thank you. So thank you all so much. Let me quickly revert. The power within you. God wants you to exercise prayers to be able to pull out the power that lies within you. Without prayer, that power, the light will go dim until prayer ignites it. Prayer is what ignites that. All right. So I will see you all. Let me see now. It's Wednesday. I'll probably see you all tomorrow again. I'll think about it. If not, I'll let you know. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for joining me. To all of those who are going to be watching the replay, thank you for being here. Those who are on as well as Facebook Live, I thank you for being a part of my journey. Wednesdays, I'm here doing Empowerment Clinic Wednesday. And this is where we break the chain off of whatever it is that God is calling us to. We break the cycle, we break the chain. And of course, we have registration going on right now for the 10 days Break the Cycle War Room Prayer Mini Course. We have that going on today. Register. You're welcome, Ramona. Register today and let there be register, and then settle yourself down and be in preparation, in expectation of what God is going to say to you, what God is going to do. And I cannot wait to walk you through it. So thank you all so much for joining me. God bless you. God richly, richly bless you. And I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye now. Bye. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. So I'm trying to shut this baby down. All right. I see it now. Oh, okay. So, hey, you signed up. Awesome. You got your paper receipt. Yay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to send you an email. Awesome. What is Ramona Jones trying to write? Babe? Oh, thank you, Ramona Jones. Thank you for writing that. Thank you. Yes, Ramona Phillips. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to be fun. Yes. Bye, everybody. Bye bye. Let's see.